Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. It's been a little while since I've gotten with you, so wanted to throw you my top 5 question and answers recruiting questions that I get when people come on visits or when I do phone calls. Just kind of the questions that I hear a lot. Trying to not answer them as the University of Memphis or as Coach Smart, but just with the places that I've been and talking to other coaches, give you pretty normal answers to these questions that we hear all the time. So let's get started. First question is, do I need to play AJGA to get noticed? No, certainly not. AJGA is a wonderful tour. Their open events, particularly their invitationals, are well attended by college golf coaches, but it is not a requirement. The only thing I will say, though, is if you're playing a lower level, lower strength of field, the expectation of finish goes up with that. So if you're playing in let's say a Southeastern Junior Golf Tour and I'm a high-level Division I coach, I want to see a guy that's finishing top 5 or winning at a pretty good rate versus an AJGA Invitational, a guy who's finishing top 20, top 25 every time. That guy's a good player too. So it's kind of a tiered deal. The lower level you play, the higher you need to finish. The higher level you play, you can have lower finishes and it all works out. So there's that. Question 2. What are you looking for in a player when you're out there watching them? I think this one's interesting. I think most college coaches would say we can figure out the golf part pretty quick. Length, short game, maturity level in terms of how grizzled are you as a player at a pretty young age. Those things don't take a ton of time. What we do look for, and it takes a little longer, it's a lot more complicated, is how you handle yourself, what type of person you are, how you interact with your playing partners. If you interact with your parents, or you treat them respectfully, because that's probably the way you're going to treat your coach. Those little things, is your appearance neat, or your clubs clean, or your shoes taken care of. Those are little things that I think a lot of coaches look for that you might not quite think about. We're looking for the small, the in-between, because the golf part we figure out pretty quick for the most part. So be on the lookout. Watch what you're doing out there. Are grades important? Seems like a silly question, but I get it a lot, and the answer is certainly absolutely. They're huge. It can free up a lot of scholarship money for us. If you make a 33 on the ACT, a 34 on the ACT, well, then you're going to get academic money at most institutions, and probably significant money. That allows me to give you less aid as the coach, so less athletic aid, which makes you more valuable to the team. Gives me more money to give to other people who need it, so that I can get you better teammates. So great grades are huge. That's a huge selling point. Make sure you put that on your resumes. On that note, next question: when should I send my information out to coaches? My answer is always send it yesterday. If you're 8th grade or beyond, send your resume and your upcoming schedule to coaches of the schools that you're interested in attending. You can also call. Understand, up to certain ages, and I'll maybe do that in a different video, but we can't contact you back. I can't respond to an email other than to tell you that I can't respond. If you call and I miss you, I can't call you back, no matter if you leave a message or whatever, but you can continue to call, and that's not annoying us. That's our job. We want to hear from you. We love it when we get emails and phone calls from people that we haven't heard of. That helps us. So feel free to do that. Reach out. Understand that you might not get a response. Coaches are busy, and if you get something from an 8th grader, different coaches do things different ways. But you're well within your rights to wear us out and to make us aware of who you are. So please, I always say, make our jobs easier by getting that information out there. And last, and probably most popular question, is what does a typical day or week look like in college golf? And I always kind of give the example of like the hardest day, a workout day. And again, people do things completely different. A lot of different ideas about some of this stuff, but I'd say a lot of folks would have early morning workouts somewhere between 6 and 7 o'clock starting. So you're getting up pretty early, finish workout, grab breakfast, go knock out class. Hopefully you got a great class schedule. You're done by noon, 12:30. Grab lunch, get your gear, get out to the golf course or to your practice facility. Practice, whether it's a mandated practice or qualifying or whatever it is. You're going to do that for quite a while. finish up somewhere around dark a lot of days, and then you're going to go grab some food, get some studying done, knock out your schoolwork, and then hopefully you got a little bit of time to socialize or decompress and just hang out. So that's a typical day, and then you kind of multiply that by 6. You get 1 day off mandatory. So again, there's a lot of nuance in that, but that's kind of a normal deal. It gets to be a long day when the sun's out for a long time. You can put in some serious hours. So those are just kind of the top 5 questions with some quick answers. Hope that helps. Again, reach out if you got questions and I can respond to you, or you want to give a phone call. I'm easy to find. That's my cell number on the website, and I'm okay with that. Like I said, it's our job to be available to promote the game of golf and certainly to promote our university. So we're finally getting close to starting our spring schedule. Really excited. Going to provide some value to you guys and content, and again, try to give you a real look inside of college golf. So stay tuned. Appreciate the time. Hope this helps.